Welcome to our latest Soccer Down Here 1v1. Catching up with a friend of the show, Mikey Ambrose, Atlanta United left back. Mikey, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thanks for having me, Jason. It's good to be on here. Good to talk to y'all again.
Yeah, man, anytime. We haven't had a chance to really talk since the season ended. This was a wild ride in 2021 for, I think, everybody involved. Just now that you've had a chance to catch your breath and reflect a little bit, what was 2021 like for you?
Yeah, it's nice to take a deep breath after that year. It was a wild one for sure. Started out very interesting. We're working very hard. As y'all know, all the stuff we had to go through was not ideal. I've never been through those situations in my professional career, but we got through it as a team. It just kind of shows how strong the core of this team is to be able to get through that. Thankfully, that period where Rob took over, we kind of were able to like refresh and get back to what we were used to doing. And then when Coach came in, he just took us into a whole different direction, and it was very positive and really ended on a high note, I think, looking towards next season.
Yeah, it feels like this was, a year that maybe felt like it was 2 or 3 because there were so many different phases of it. I don't think we've talked so much. I think there's been so much talked about the first half of the year. We can push that to the side. I think for people from the outside looking in, what was it about Rob and then Gonzalo coming in that really clicked with the group, in your opinion?
Well, I mean, we all know Rob for years now, and we all respect him so much. And he knows the identity of the team, and he knows when we're at our best and what we need from him and from the other coaches in order to get the best out of everybody. So I think he just he got everybody back to the same page of what do we need to do to win, and bringing the group back together, bringing the chemistry back together, and just put us in that right direction. And then Gonzalo came in, which was amazing when he came in, started out with just that same idea of team chemistry, building the group up, and just getting the best out of players. And I think that's what they both did. And Gonzalo really gets the best out of everybody. And his training sessions are very tough every day, but they prepare you for those game situations. And we really work hard every day working towards that game we're playing. And he does a really good job of preparing you for that. And like I said, just making sure everybody's happy, everybody's in a good mood going into the games. And I think that showed with the joy that we were able to express on the field, especially in the attacking side of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that last part of what you said is something that maybe we don't put enough stock into in the game and in sports as a whole. And it's something that has come to the fore over these last couple of seasons. I mean, with dealing with the pandemic and everything that 2020 was, and in 2021 still had a lot to do with it, and it still impacts our lives day to day. Keeping a group happy and focusing on that mental health side of the game, it's becoming something that I think top coaches are just having front of mind more and more.
Yeah, no, for sure. I mean, when it comes to the professional level, I mean, the mental side of the game, in my opinion, is the biggest aspect. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can talk how important tactics are, which they are. You can talk how important fitness is or competing or any of that. But in order to have a successful year and a championship quality team, the mental side, in my opinion, is huge. And if you have your team happy, you have them together, everybody's fighting for the same goal, then that really brings the best out of everybody. And, I mean, some players like Marcelino, Barco, these guys really had a really good year because I think they were so happy and they were just, like, enjoying soccer again. And it looked like they were just out there having fun on a Saturday afternoon,
Yeah, it definitely changed. And I think, you're dead on when you see players of that ilk, and really all players, like when you see that smile on their face and it comes out in the way that they play, you're just so much more effective. And I think when you have a team doing that, you're probably going to win more than you're going to lose. And that definitely changed in the second half of the season with Rob Thurston and Gonzalo Pineda. Now, ultimately, the season did end at Yankee Stadium against NYC, who's moving on to the MLS Cup final this weekend. What was the message as you guys all had a chance to depart and get a short break, because it's not long before camp starts up again here in about a month to 6 weeks?
Yeah, no, all around, I think it was positive. Where we were at the midway point of the season, from then to the end of the season, I think we were in the top 2 winning percentages in the league. And we were just really, like I said, playing with joy, and really no teams really wanted to play us at the end of the year. So Coach Gonzalo just took that and said, let's build off that. I'm pretty sure we're keeping a good chunk of the core together for next year. So building into this offseason, into preseason, we just want to keep that same mentality, that same focus, and just push it even further. And I'm really looking forward to next year. I think it's going to be a really good year for us.
I was so happy that you came back to Atlanta, Mikey, when you re-signed with the club, because of all the work you do in the community, and you get involved with the local youth clubs. And it's what I wanted to talk to you about, because I'm seeing your promotions on Instagram, and you got clinics all over the place right now. Is that something that is becoming more and more important for you as you look at giving back to the next generation and giving back to the kids on the way up?
Yeah, that's my main passion, is working with kids. And I've always loved and enjoyed working with them. I just really like when I can work with a player and see how they grow and get better and progress, and just see where they end up, maybe playing high school varsity level, maybe playing college D3, D2, maybe even D1, and potentially pushing them into maybe getting a professional chance. I really enjoy that. And I like working with all kinds of kids, whether it's I like doing kids from underdeveloped communities, or all the way up to all kinds of kids. So I really like working with them, and I enjoy it, and that's probably going to be something that I do in the future. But yeah, right now we're doing some clinics, trying to get the kids while they're off, while they finish their club season. We're going to have a few clinics in the next couple of weeks. And going into next year, I really want to put a lot of time into coaching the kids around Atlanta, and seeing if we could get these kids to get a little bit better and also have some fun. So that's the main goal.
You've had a chance to see, kind of the whole run here with Atlanta United and the impact it's had on the community. How has the youth side of the game grown in Atlanta in your eyes over the years?
I think it's grown tremendously. Our club puts a lot of resources, and a bunch of coaches go around helping the different clubs and different communities. But as you've seen with our young players growing up in our system, from the academy up to the pros, it's really making a big impact. And you see in the communities around Atlanta, we're building all these small little pitches in these underdeveloped communities. And that's a chance for these kids to really come together and get away from some of the stuff that might be going on in their community. And it's a chance for them to go play soccer, have some fun, and get a little escape, and also maybe get a little bit better, and maybe move out of those communities and change their lives maybe. So I really respect and appreciate all the work that the club and all the other clubs in Atlanta are doing for the kids, and it's really special, and I really love to see it, and I love to be a part of it.
We get a lot of questions on soccer down here from, whether it's parents of kids who have discovered the game or have been big Atlanta United fans but are starting to play, and parents kind of trying to figure out direction for their kids and what maybe they're looking for out of a club, what they're looking for out of a coach. What kind of advice do you have for a parent of a kid who loves the game, maybe in that U7, U8 kind of age group who just loves to play. And, you know, some parents are trying to figure out, well, what skills should they learn? What tactics should they learn? That kind of stuff. What advice do you have for little kids who are just starting to fall in love with the game?
Yeah, so this is what I tell every kid that I train. I say the game will give back to you the amount of time you give to the game. So if you want to be a high school player, awesome, that's amazing. But maybe you got to do like 3 to 4 sessions a week of like 2 hours on the field. If you want to be a college player, then you got to go maybe every day for a couple hours. If you want to be a professional player, then maybe 2 sessions, about 4 hours a day every day. That's what it takes to get to that level. But yeah, the amount of time you put in will give you the results. So it depends on what the kid wants, what his dreams are, what his goals are. But if he's little and he's just finding out if he likes it or not, just keep playing, see if you enjoy it. If you have that passion for it, then keep training more and more and see if you could build that passion up to get you better and better. And also just to watch soccer. Watch as much soccer as you can. Learn from the guys who have done that already. Learn from the guys who are there. And just make sure you're having fun, though. That's the most important thing. If you're not enjoying it, if you're not passionate about it, then maybe that's not the sport for you. Maybe there's a lot of other great sports. But if you are passionate, you do love it, then give the time into it, and you'll see the results.
So kids who are at all different scales, like, you know, kids who are kind of starting out, kids who are just looking for something fun to do, love the game over this holiday break, and kids who are looking to get really serious about it, they've got opportunities to work with you in a few different places with camps. I know you do a lot with Toka football, and you're working with Breakaway as well. Where's the best place for people to keep up with all the camps and clinics and opportunities for kids to work with you this December?
Yeah, so I post everything on my Instagram of what I'm doing. So just check out my Instagram. I'll give updates. I'll give schedules and dates and links for everything and where you can sign up. And also, if you are interested and maybe you didn't see one of the posts, you can just send me a message on Instagram and I'll try to get back to you all as quick as possible. But yeah, this next couple of weeks we got 2 clinics. We got one on December 12th with Toka and Marietta. And that one's going to be December 12th at 5 p.m. That's just going to be with me personally. It'll be a personal little fun session we'll have. It's age groups 6 to 16. Okay. We'll separate a little bit based on the age groups. And then the second one I'm doing in the next 2 weeks is December 20th. And that's at Atlanta Silverback Stadium. And that's going to be working with me, with George Bello, and with George Campbell. And the 3 of us will run it. We'll have some other coaches there to help, but we'll be working with the kids. And that's Monday, December 20th. And the link is also in my Instagram right under the profile thing. So that link is there to sign up. That one is with Breakaway, with me, with George Bell, and with George Campbell. And the one December 12th is also on my profile. You just got to call Toka and sign up with them. And then we'll have some fun during those 2 camps.
Awesome opportunities for kids out there. And Mikey, thank you for giving back to the community as much as you do and doing everything around the metro area and giving back to these kids. Because, man, I was a kid who grew up in Atlanta, and we didn't have anything like Atlanta United or anything like that when I was a kid. I didn't have those role models. Now kids get an opportunity to learn from somebody that they can watch at Mercedes-Benz Stadium week in, week out. It's so awesome. Thank you for doing what you do.
Of course. It's my pleasure. Like I said, I'm very grateful to be where I'm at, and I just want to share some of the little bit of knowledge that I have with the kids, and I want them to fulfill their dreams and their goals. That's my main passion. So it is possible. You just got to put in the time and the effort.
Well, thanks again for taking the time to spread the word about what you got coming up. Happy holidays to you and the family, and we'll see you very soon, Mikey.
Awesome. Thanks for having me again, Jason, and happy holidays to you too. And we'll talk to you again soon.